Hi everyone. Here is this German chocolate cake you all asked for, and please take off easy because it ended up being a lot of fun to do, but it was not easy. So give yourself some time with this one. I think the other thing that made this a little more complicated is that I doubled the recipe. So, all right, here we go. Oh, by the way, I noticed that with these more complicated recipes, it makes more sense for me to put the details in the description. Not a habit I'm going to continue, but I do understand these are more complicated recipes. So, I start with a boxed mix of German chocolate cake. I thought that would be easy, but to that mixture, adding additional flour and sugar, and so I'm going to just walk through each ingredient first, and then we'll go ahead and talk through the recipe. So we're starting with a cake mix. I use super moist German chocolate cake mix, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of flour, 2 boxes of chocolate Jello pudding, 6 eggs, 2 cups of sour cream, in a bowl I've mixed all the dry ingredients. Remember, this is a doubled recipe because I'm making a 3-layered cake. I'm also mixing the dry ingredients and the additional ingredients as well as I can. It's important for it to be well combined. Once I've combined the ingredients, I'm adding the 2 boxes of chocolate Jello pudding. And I'm just continuing to stir. Again, make sure that everything's well combined. In a separate bowl, I'm combining 2 cups of sour cream with a 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, and I'm mixing that together. Return to the dry ingredients, and I'm adding 2.5 cups of water, and I'm adding 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and just blending those all together. Next, I'm adding 6 eggs, 1 at a time. I'm preparing my pans with Baker's Joy, but this time I'm also using parchment paper. So I've outlined the parchment paper to fit in this circular pan, but I've prepared, I put the Baker's Joy and then I've added the parchment paper, and this becomes easy to deal with when you pull it out of the oven. We're going to transfer the batter. And it's going to be a little thicker than a normal sort of box cake, so it'll be thicker. And you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 25 minutes. And once it's done, it'll look like this. Once it's cooled, you can turn it over and you can peel off the parchment paper, and it'll give you a flat surface, and that'll be important when you're frosting this cake. I had so much batter left over, I made some cupcakes as well because 2 boxes makes a lot of cake. So if you're in a hurry, go ahead and use the Coconut Pecan Icing from the store. Otherwise, I decided to make it from scratch, and this is where it got a little complicated. Okay, so we're going to start with 8 egg yolks. Okay, and I'm going to show you how you can separate the egg white from the egg yolk. I'm using 2 cans of evaporated milk. I'm also using 3 cups of crushed pecans, for the recipe. And then there's 2 cups of sugar, 1 cup of butter, and also 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Now the recipe calls for 2 2/3 cup of flaked coconut, and so I doubled that. So this is how you separate an egg yolk. You can see here that I've cracked the egg, and I'm letting all of the white, egg white actually kind of slip through my fingers and moving it around until I have a solid egg yolk. I've added my vanilla to the egg yolks in a Dutch oven, and I'll talk about this later. And then I've added my evaporated milk, 2 cans, and I'm gonna whisk this milk and eggs and vanilla together over low heat, continuously stirring. And I would have used a different pot had I realized how long a Dutch oven holds heat. So I recommend don't use a Dutch oven. So you're gonna stir this until it thickens some. And so I think the recipe calls for like 10 to 12 minutes, the one that I like the most. The problem is that it really takes 15 to 20 minutes for it to thicken. I'm adding the butter, I've added the sugar, and then I'm continuing to stir until the mixture just begins to thicken. So just keep that in mind. It shouldn't be quite so loose at this stage, and I think that's why it took me a little longer to get the icing correct. But I added my pecans and my coconut to the mixture, and just continue to stir. So again, you want it to sort of thicken up so you can make it spreadable once it cools. And this just took a long time. I ended up having to add just a bit of cornstarch because it was still pretty loose. And my Dutch oven held heat. So I would recommend using a different pot if you're going to make this from scratch. Eventually, it was all ready to go, and I refrigerated it because I needed it to be spreadable. So I was able to frost this cake. I did the first layer. And then I was able to, kind of gently add the second layer. And then finally, I was able to, frost the top of the cake. Now, I didn't even attempt to do the sides. It would have been just too much. At this time, it had already taken a lot longer than I expected. So I added the final layer, and there is your 3-layer German chocolate cake. I've also included the cupcakes. So I have very happy neighbors today. Happy Thanksgiving.